Just as usual, one question at a time. Who wants to go first? Yes.
Morne, looking at the game situation, game going to day 5, not the ideal one perhaps, or what was the moment at that point? The ball was jagging around a lot. So can you please talk about those moments in the final half an hour when the cloud was around? So can you please talk about those?
Yeah, I think the series so far, there have been moments like that where it's sort of up and down, and we finally managed to break the partnership, which was great and was important for us. And it's almost like it's always, you feel for the new batter, it's quite tough to start, no matter if it's looking quite flat out there. And we managed to get a bit of something in the ball, which is great for the series so far. And unfortunately, the rain came in and we have to come back tomorrow.
Indians came charging out of the blocks in the post-tea session. So what was the conversation? Because earlier, a couple of days back, Rasid said that when initially things weren't going, the bowlers went into a huddle, had a discussion, and then things started to change in the post-lunch. So did something similar happen?
Yeah, I think it's just, you can't really afford to throw in a towel on a very important test match. And for us, it was key to, like I said, to break that partnership, get a new batter in. We've seen it so many times before where if you get one, you can easily get one or two, and just create a bit of pressure around that. So I think it wasn't no hard words or no sort of big talk. It's just for us to stay calm and really work hard to break that partnership, and from there just to get the ball in the right area.
Morne, first thing is, means the team was happy about it, that it was almost 40 minutes, for that 6:42 in the clock, and they've already said that it starts. And strategically, on day 5, they will get a option of rolling the wicket again. So, are you guys happy with that decision? And the second part is how frustrating it is for you to now, previous game Anshul Kamboj, he didn't bowl really well at that, the speed point of view wise, and then today it was Akash Deep, again not looking with the full throttle speeds.
Okay, we started with the thing. Obviously, as we can see, it's pretty wet out there now. It's going to take them a while to get the covers off. I think the ground staff has been incredible this whole sort of test match with breaks and getting the surfaces ready to play. So end of the day, that's out of our control. Again, tomorrow we can just focus on doing a good warm up, and get the boys ready to hopefully get the ball in the right area and create a little bit of excitement again. Yeah, Akash Deep, obviously the day wasn't sort of his day with the ball. It's been a long series for him as well. Yes, he's been in and out of the team. But I think, when you've got 3 seamers and you have to rotate them, for majority time of the day, it can take his toll. And, Akash is a guy that always, he runs in and he gives 100%. And unfortunately today, didn't quite get it right with the ball. But hopefully tomorrow morning, he can produce a little magic spell there.
I was wondering if I could just ask you about Mohammed Siraj. Just what have you made of his efforts in this test and in this series? He looks absolutely knackered, but he's still running in full tilt and causing all sorts of problems all day. And he was also the one who was out there kind of lifting the crowd up at that moment when it really started to heat up towards the end of the day. So just, can you give us a bit of an idea about him, his character, and what he's done in this series and this test?
Yeah, I said it earlier in the test series. I'm very happy for Siraj that he's getting the recognition. He's a guy that in the change room will always, he'll lead the ways, and I think he's a natural leader. Although, vocally he doesn't speak a lot, I think he leads a lot with actions. And this series so far, he's done it with the ball at times that we've needed somebody to put his hand up and create something. Even if it was bowling an extra 2 overs, 3 overs, or creating opportunity for us, he's been that guy. So he's put in the effort, and it's just nice to see the rewards. And today again at the back end, stepping up, getting the support behind the team to lift us in the crucial moments. It's those sort of smart plays that you need. And for me, Siraj, this tour is it's just been outstanding.
And a lot of people have made the point that his average is much better when Jasper's not playing. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I think it is for him. It is recognising the moment that he is not a leader of the attack when Jasprit is not playing. And I'm not saying that he's shying away from that when Booms is not there, but yeah, there's you need to set the tone as a new ball bowler or the first change bowler or a guy who's played more than 30-40 tests. So I think he just enjoys that opportunity when it's given to him. And he said it yesterday, I think, in an interview, he just loves playing for India and putting the shirt on and performing. And that's what you want from your fast bowler. In an important series, 5-test series, a guy that's always willing to take the ball, and a guy's always putting his hand up to say, listen, I want to do this for the team. Even before the start of the test, there was conversations with him just to check in how he was feeling mentally and how he's feeling physically because of the amount of overs. But he was the first guy to say, listen, I want to play this test match, I want to win it for the team. So not just the bowling front, but it's the attitude for me that is great. And if you've got a guy with an attitude like that, and he's willing to run in all day, I'm not surprised that's why he's got the numbers.
Morne, Morne.
Yes.
So you spoke about the difficulty of having to rotate 3 fast bowlers on a pitch where the spinners are not in play. I understand batting depth is a factor in making your selection calls, but since the start of Australia series, you have not been able to, or you've chosen not to play 4-strike bowlers for those given conditions. Given that then they become 4 tail-enders. So do you, they did make up for it on day 2 with a big effort in that middle session when all 3 fast bowlers bowled through the session. But on day 4, when you see, energy going down, do you look back at those calls, at those selection calls with, hey, at least one time we could have tried to play 4-strike bowlers?
To be honest with you, that was part of the conversation before every selection so far, and we just felt leading into the test match, if you look at the wicket and sort of the overhead conditions for the first 3 days, they felt that going with the extra batter was going to be important. I think with in the last 2 test matches, our fourth seamer didn't really bowl that much because Washi and Jadeja also could hold up an end and bowl some overs, and yeah, they just thought, okay, having that little extra runs on the board, that was more important.
It's just that fourth seamer has always been the all-rounder who's not a strike bowler, which is why I was saying 4-strike bowlers.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's a good question, and I think that's something we'll obviously reflect on after the tour. Things we could have done better.
You talk about Prasid, he comes on and he takes those 2 crucial wickets, including someone like Joe Root, who is unflappable most of the time,
Yeah.
and then I'll ask Joe the same thing. But what is it about Prasid and what did you see in that spell that turned, in a way, the match is turned on its head?
Yeah, I think in the same breath with Siraj, Prasid is also in this tour found a bit of confidence. If you looked at the first test match to where he is today, his consistency, his line in lengths, I think has improved a lot. And he's a guy that I believe can be a very good test bowler of South Africa. He's just a guy that needs a bit of time. He just needs to be backed in a bit of confidence. And every spell, he's a guy that can create that magic ball for you with the extra bounce and pace. So yeah, I think for him, he's getting better and better each sort of test match he plays. What was the feeling?
Yeah, personally for you, what was the feeling when you saw Joe?
Oh, I was very happy, very happy. Joe's given me many sleepless nights, or us sleepless nights, and obviously again just showed his class today. Yeah, so very happy when we got the back of him.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for waiting.